welcome to Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Liz from Arrow Acres, my sister Leanne. We are at our parents' alpaca farm, Arrow Acres Farm in Wall, New Jersey. This is our little farm store. We're set up a little different today, but still have terrible lighting.
We're consistently bad.
Yeah, and we have a disclaimer. You just said it.
Oh, yeah. It may not be as crazy and funny today because we have lots of stuff to talk about that's a more, not serious, but information for our new to you make-along for 2020. You may learn something today.
I do have one...
New to you.
The new to you.
Woo!
I do have one funny story from today.
I have many funny stories, but...
So, we have a porta potty here at the farm, and we call it the Little Blue Room. So I'm going out today. My dad's with a customer giving them a tour. He's like, I know where you're going. So I go in the porta potty. I go out. He locked it from the outside, and I was stuck in the porta.
Were there any spiders in
I
there?
was stuck in, no, they're dead now. They're little and dead.
Because you hit them all while you were in there. Ooh, at least he didn't tip it over.
So that was mine.
All
Okay.
Right. So it's episode 43. And we had our quick episode on Thanksgiving, which was episode 42, which if anyone knows us personally, it's a very special number for us, and we didn't even realize that it was episode 42. So we asked everyone to say what they were grateful for, right?
Yep.
And so how did you decide?
Well, the comments come up in random order. I don't understand how they come up. It'll say 1 week ago, 2 days ago, whatever. But we went with the 40-second comment on our end, how it pops up. So our winner...
Ready?
How do you think you pronounce it? Terry?
Terry
Monk. Terre?
Yeah.
Right? Terry?
Yeah.
Terry Monk. So you're our winner. So please get in contact with us here or on Instagram, Arrow Acres Farm Yarn, Cocktail Hour at the Coop, and send us your email. Your mailing address, and we'll send you a present, okay?
Yay.
That's that.
There were a lot of nice comments, too.
And then I have one more request for you guys. So we had customers, fans, followers, subscribers, drive over 5 hours last weekend to get to us.
I was bummed I couldn't be here.
Yeah. And Brendan and Kaylee, our father-daughter, his wife April was with them too, but Brendan and Kaylee are thinking about starting their own podcast. So they don't know what they should name it. So they asked if we could reach out to you guys and come up with an idea, and they will do a giveaway with their first podcast. So they're a father-daughter duo. They crochet. They're also trained in music. That's their formal training. So they're thinking about sharing a song in the episodes.
Singing or instruments?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Oh.
He's a pastor. They live north, I think, of Syracuse. So they're in New York. And they said they're in the country. So if you have any ideas for a name for them, comment below. Brendan will see all of them, or I will send them to him. And they're going to pick a winner. And whatever they decide, they're going to send a prize to that winner. Okay? So that's that.
Yay,
the giveaway.
More podcasts.
Yeah. Fun. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Now on to the big news.
Big event.
New to you.
Oh,
2020. So we're again hosting our New to You make-along. We're starting January 1st. I put December 1st on here, but I didn't mean that.
Nope, it's January 1st to Valentine's Day. So it gives you about 6 weeks to work on it. And for those of you that didn't join in last year or didn't know about it, well, let's explain it of what it is. So we both are big believers in continuing to learn things and try new things. And we are both self-taught for the most part, I think, with everything we do.
Yes.
And we've learned a lot from each other. And she's in a guild, and I've learned some from friends and this and that. So there was always things that I wanted to learn, but I wasn't sure, or I didn't, I just wanted to push myself. And I used to, when I started knitting, every single project I made sure I had something new in the project to learn. Then I got to the point where I stopped doing that. I just did what I knew. So I thought it would get us going. And you, on the other hand, try to learn something new at all times, all the time, and buy all the stuff.
Yes. I see something new. I'm like, I want to do that. How do I make it?
She's better at that than me. So, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it over.
So, anyway, we started this last year thinking it would be fun. to get everyone learning new things and connecting all the people. And so we asked a bunch of our friends that are podcasters and makers to join in and give a big prize. And it was awesome last year. And we're very fortunate that everyone's back for the most part. And we have some new people joining in. And
we'll go over all that in a little bit.
Yeah.
In just a second.
Yes.
But new part of this year is if you don't already follow Mary Beth and Helen of Toad Hollow, they have a Facebook page. So they have a podcast. They are on Instagram. They are on Facebook. They are at most of the big fiber festivals now. They dye yarn. They make bags. They're a sister duo. And they live right here in New Jersey. And they have a Facebook group called Crafting with the Toads, Toad Hollow, NJ. And we're going to use that as a platform for you all and the rest of us to be able to talk to each other during this whole making process. So if you are trying something new, you have a question about it, go on there and hopefully somebody can help you. We're hoping that can like really amp up the community support system. Because last year it was on Facebook or on Instagram, and like if you use the hashtag, all the hosts see it. And I think most of you were starting to follow it because I saw some names. So make sure you follow the hashtag because then that's going to show up in your newsfeed on Instagram. And you'll see what everybody else is making. You can comment or help them or whatnot. And a lot of the hosts, I don't know who, but they'll announce on their podcast if there's a Ravelry thread.
I have a Ravelry thread on ours, Arrowacres Farm on Ravelry. We have a group, and I'm only good at the thread for this make-along. Other than that, I don't really pay attention to it, but I have it all set up. It's all ready to go, and that's another way to enter. So you can post your pictures there, ask questions, chatter all you want on there.
Yeah.
And so if you're not on Instagram, that you can see everything there too.
And a lot of the hosts had Ravelries last year. I think Chevas had one. I think there's people will announce it on their things.
Yes.
So I think that we should talk about all of the hosts.
Yes.
So
and
we
you'll
have
link,
so many that I have them on 2 pages.
And yes, and
everything's going to be underneath.
And we had all our notes in different places, and we keep like, oh wait, we had other lists.
We had notes here in the Coop, which we're only here on the weekends. I had notes on my phone. I had notes on a pad.
And I have notes at work.
So like, our list was a hot mess.
So we got it together now.
I hope.
And you're gonna link everybody, right?
I'm gonna link everybody. All right. Should we do like every other?
Sure.
Okay. So us, obviously. Instagram, we just talked about it. Arrowacres Farm Yarn, Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I'm going to try to give everybody's name, their podcast if they have one, and then their Instagram name.
And you'll link everything, right?
Yeah, I'll put it all underneath. All right, so first up is Paige, the framer. She is a good friend and a local to us. Her podcast is Paige the Framer, and her Instagram is Paige the Framer.
Way to keep it consistent, Paige. She's from Frame. She has Frame and Fiber, the shop, so you may know her from that too.
All right.
Allison from Daisy Lane Design. She sews project bags, and she's known for her cash envelopes. And she is our New Jersey girl who just moved back to Colorado, but you can see her all the time as if she still lives here on Instagram. And she's doing a lot on the
IGTV.
the live, that thing. So she's been really busy on there, so you can see her there.
She's also a knitter and a crocheter.
Oh yeah, she does all that too.
Okay, next up is Chevas from Chevy Rel's Stuff Podcast.
Grab your drink.
So she has a couple Instagram accounts. She has Chevy Rel is her main one, but she has a new one, Chevy Rel Stuff. She is now selling some things on Etsy, right?
Yes.
She went with Etsy. So you can check her out if you don't already follow her. She's on our level of craziness, which is awesome. We were just talking, we were joking around that, what?
Nothing.
Okay. We were joking around that, like, our...
There's different levels of podcasting.
We're a little crazy.
There's, like, the calm ones that, like
we have
Denise.
a lot of calm ones
They're
on
so
our list.
nice
Rachel,
and calm. They're so nice.
And
then there's,
Amber,
like, us. And Chevy
Chevy.
Rel.
She's so
We're a little
funny.
wacky. But anyway.
So we have a list of everything. Everybody's fun.
So,
and
everybody has their different... There's a little bit of
Paige,
everything.
Al, Chevas, you're up.
All right, we have Rachel from Treehouse Knits Podcast. And her Instagram is Treehouse Knits.
She's a nice calm.
Yeah, she's a calm
podcaster. Liz Zimmerman of Just One N Podcast, also at Just One N Podcast on Instagram.
She's a knitter and crocheter and a fabulous singer. She'll sing you happy birthday.
We should get her to sing.
We
She
should.
needs to come visit. We have to have her
Yes.
on. Okay.
Oh, and we have Denise, EarthtonesGirl. She has a podcast, and she's on Instagram at EarthtonesGirl. Denise is famous now, and she's a teacher at Vogue Life Knitting. She is a sock guru. She loves knitting her socks and teaching, and she's a very, very sweet girl, and she has a very nice, happy podcast. And she's she has a lot of stories on Instagram, so she's very nice to watch in the morning.
Okay, Mary Beth and Helen, I was just talking about them from Toad Hollow.
The Toads.
So, the Crafty Toads, their podcast is called Toad Hollow, the Crafty Toads, and you can find them on Instagram at Toad Hollow NJ. And like I said, I'll have the Facebook group linked also to them.
And then we have Natalie of Remembrances Pottery, our Canada friend, and she has a podcast, and then also on Instagram she's Remembrances Pottery. She makes those beautiful mugs. You guys have all seen her stuff. And she makes amazing sock patterns.
I love her new
They're
Christmas
works
tree socks.
of art. They are gorgeous.
And her Advent, the new Advent socks that everybody's been posting.
I
they're
love
so pretty. So if you have an Advent, if you did a yarn Advent this year with the little minis, she has a sock pattern that is beautiful.
She's crazy talented.
All right. Melissa and Becky from Nomadic Knits do not have a podcast, but
They should.
I did a little research, and there is a video on there.
We feel that you two need to do videos.
Yes.
We know you're not together all the time.
But that's okay.
You can split screen it.
Yeah.
Like Legacy.
All right.
Who else do we have? Robin, our friend. She has Robin's Roost. What's her Instagram? At robinsroost.me. And she has an Etsy shop, and she is dyeing yarn now. And she also sells project bags, but I don't know if she sells the project bags right now. But she has beautiful yarn.
Hopefully she will. Okay, and then we have Amber from A Lovely Yarn. Also a very nice, I love her Instagram and her podcast. It's calm
so nice.
and pretty.
Just snowing at her house.
So she is at Amber_Helena on Instagram. You can find her there.
And then we have the other sister.
The other sister!
Our other sister, Andee KF. She has a podcast, and she also has her Instagram, and she sells all her patterns. So she'll be probably giving away patterns.
Okay. Oh, two left. Oh, we have Carolyn from Bloom Handmade Studio. She does not have a podcast, but she is a maker, designer, everything.
Photographer.
Yeah.
She's very talented, her stuff. She also is going to be running another make-along. I believe she's running it or she's part of it. And this also is like a duo. You could double dip. Okay. It's that new hat she made.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Anyway, because that could be new, like doing that.
What's it called? Not the pattern, but the technique.
I forget.
She does like the embroidery. Shishito? Is it shishito? No?
I don't know. But you
It's
can
like the
double
embroidery
dip
on the
it.
knitting. Go look her up at Bloom Handmade Studio.
Yes. And then we have Caitlin and Jackie from Katie Jack's Knits. They are joining us for the first time. Hi, girls. So we're excited to have them. They have a podcast, and they also are on Instagram as Katie Jack's Knits.
And we just met them in Rhinebeck.
We
at
did.
the Steak and Streak.
At the Steak and Streak we met. So
Okay.
fun stuff.
So those are all the hosts. So make sure to enter either on Instagram by using the hashtag New to You 2020, or on if you're not on Instagram. Grandpop.
Thank
Refresh. So use the Instagram hashtag. If you're not on Instagram, make sure you find one of the hosts with Ravelry threads. Post your pictures. We want to see what you're making. And we will pick a grand prize winner. It's going to be totally random. And that person will get a prize from every single host. And then each of us will be picking our favorite, whether it be like
anything.
It could
For
be the
whatever
story
reason.
behind it. It could be the actual project. We all picked for different reasons last year. It was really fun.
Yep. So
So
then we
that's
send
that.
something directly to them. So it's a lot of prizes. And yes, last year I know people sent more than one prize for our big giveaway.
Yes.
So it's really, really cool.
And you can try way more than one thing. You can enter this as many times as you want. And I don't know if we just said it, but you don't have to finish your project.
Nope.
You can try the technique. You can decide you hate it.
That was
and
me
that's
last
fine.
year.
Take a picture. Show us that you tried it because we want to know that you actually tried it.
Yes.
And
Tell
then,
'em what you did that with
so
your-
this was my new to you last year. I made a garment. So I designed and
You did it, you
crocheted.
did.
Yes.
And you didn't like yours.
I didn't know. I tried brioche, and I did a little thing, and I didn't love it. And then I was going to do it in the Stephen West shawl because there was a brioche option. And I ended up not doing the brioche, and I didn't like it. But I tried it, and I learned it, and at least I tried. So anyway, that's that. So what we've done is created a big list, and we have lots of examples of things that you may want to try. And, well, I'll talk about what I'm doing. Have you decided?
Nope. I have a few different things I'm thinking.
So I'm going to do something that I did once, and I did it very poorly, and I didn't know what I was doing at the time. It was a Christmas stocking. So I'm going to learn to do intarsia, which I've never done before. I do color work a lot, but if you know color work, you just work it in the round. Intarsia is like a spot of color, and then you like keep knitting because you can't like carry the yarn around. So I'm going to be making, oh, there's a pattern piece from your tunic you might be sewing.
Ooh.
I thought that's what you're doing.
That's one of my
I'm
options.
making that scarf on the front by Nomadic Knits, and it's called Circus Lights. And I think I'm going to go through my scraps and
And they wrote the pattern, right?
someone
Did
wrote
one of them write it?
Who wrote this?
Melissa or Becky?
It says by them, so yes, the girls wrote this. And it's like choose your own adventure. You make your polka dots wherever you want it, and the pom-poms are awesome. We saw it in person in Rhinebeck. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. I'm going to do intarsia.
So I'm either going to sew a tunic. I may do all of these things. We'll see. I want to, so
Out of this book. So this is my sewing book that I use. Lotta Jansdotter Everyday Style. And she has really cute tunics, and I've made 3 or 4 of them, and I wear them all the time.
and they're great. And I really like tunics.
Yes.
Like a nice A-line.
Yep.
Works for me.
Project Runway, here you come.
Project Runway.
Except mine like pops. I'll be at work
It's
and
back
I'm like,
on?
Yeah.
Project Runway's back on?
Yeah.
Ah! I hope it's
Project
on
Runway.
Hulu.
ooh, make it work.
Okay, so my options are either to do that. I want to try punch needle on, and I'm going to do it on a project bag.
Like my little
Show your
punch needle.
Show.
Punch needle.
Okay,
So-
here's
We're gonna-
punch needle. Well, just skip it when we get to it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to check them off as I...
So I bought this pattern because I was so excited. I've wanted to do it forever and ever. This is punch needle. It started. It's not complete. So I feel that you should take this over and finish
Nope.
it. And
No,
I
thank you.
really enjoyed it. But the
No.
reason I didn't finish is the pen thing hurts my finger. It hurt. Like it hurt. So anyway, this is like the teeny tiny.
So I'm thinking about doing either embroidery or punch needle like on a little canvas project bag. Just something little. Boop,
So
boop,
that's
boop,
an
boop,
option.
boop, boop, boop. So that's that. So you can embroider or punch needle. Knock them off the list. What else was I thinking of doing? I don't know. It's all on my phone and we're recording on my phone.
Well, you have.
All right.
Go down the
So
list.
now we're just going to go down the list.
This is the punch needle thing.
Yeah, it looks like a pen.
Yeah, and it hurts my fingers. But some people do it fine. Purple Debbie does. It doesn't hurt her.
Okay, so first on the list is weaving. So these are some of my mom's scarves we're going to show you. So this is one of my mom's scarves. So you can weave on a table loom. This is done on a 4-shaft table loom. You can also try it on a rigid heddle loom. I know Paige, one of our hosts, is a weaver on a rigid heddle loom. I believe Rachel just got a loom also.
Andee has one.
Andee has
Andee's
one.
son Shay, who is 10, has been weaving
Yep.
scarves.
This is another one, kind of fun, right?
Those
little bit.
curly cute things.
Her little, is it Angora? Do we know? Mom, your locks?
What?
Do you know what kind of locks these are? Are they
They're
Angora?
Back-
Wensleydale.
Oh, Wensleydale?
That could even be a new to you, like adding stuff.
Yeah,
in like
adding
that.
stuff. So if you're already a weaver, try our cool funky stuff.
Here, while you're talking the looms, we'll just throw it in. Is that
Oh,
okay?
yes. So
Okay.
another type of
This
loom
is for somebody that doesn't think they can do anything.
So the Peanut Gallery, it's a knitting loom. She has
It's
really
super
bad
simple.
arthritis, so she thought she would
Doesn't
try
hurt her hand.
this, and it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt her hands at all. So
That turns into
knitting
this.
loom, aha, aha,
This is
Super
cute.
or a
simple.
giant
This on.
pom pom.
You can
Okay.
get this
So,
silly little
knitting
loom
loom.
anywhere.
She calls it her
Cheap.
loomy thing.
Yeah,
AC Moore and all those
knitting
places.
loom. Check. Okay, I'll do what's on my side here.
All right.
Proddy flowers are a rug hooking technique. It's very fun. We learned how to do it this summer with our friend Debbie from the Guild. And my mom made these. These are little Christmas
Oh,
ornaments.
here's a couple of fun flowers.
If you saw our mom at Rhinebeck, she had them on her hat.
Yes.
And our housemates got
So she tried to make
flowers.
poinsettias.
Aw.
Oh, these are being sent. So
Ooh, look how cute.
see, put that on one of your gray hats, Mom.
Maybe.
Oh, put it on a bobby
Oh,
pin.
that looks really
Right?
pretty.
Okay.
Oh, I want it like that.
So Prati flowers. Rug hooking is another thing you could try.
I made an ornament. You can do
I made
something
an ornament.
small.
Yeah, try an ornament. Felted soap. So I was thinking felting, wet felting, needle felting. I make these little felted soaps. See if I can find a nice.
Oh, did we say that this should be fiber make along? Like do fiber.
Try keeping it fiber related or project bag or you know what I mean. Like
Well,
if you're gonna
that's
sew.
fabric.
Well, yeah, okay.
That's
So
fiber.
so I don't know, little felted soaps and stuff. They're fun. Or needle felting. We have a whole bunch of hosts are going to be trying needle felting.
Don't poke yourself.
It hurts. So these are needle felted little alpacas.
But can't you needle felt like flat in
You
the
can.
thing?
You can also do like a 2-dimensional
Right?
picture
Yeah.
and do it flat. So you can do 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional.
I've seen those
needle
little
felting.
kits, like the little gnomes and things. People buy them. Fat Squirrel likes those.
All right, on to weaving again. Tapestry weaving. It's on my loom from like AC Moore Michaels.
I kind of want to do that.
This is fun. So this one's in the works. It's been in the works since like July. I haven't finished it. It's for my bathroom that I'm redoing that we don't have a plan on when we're redoing it. So yeah, there's that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do some funky stuff in the
Bohemian?
fringe.
Yeah.
Bohemian tapestry weaving. That's what these are.
Boho.
That's
Oh yeah, this is like a dream catcher. So this is a embroidery hoop with yarn and some of it's braided.
these cool little felt thingies.
And then, oh yeah, felt flowers. So these are felt, and you just learn how to cut it. It's like Pinterest this.
I hope people are now like, oh, and that, and that, and I want like that, and I want like that.
And then you just hot glue them, and like little pom-poms. And I make these little dream catchers, and they're really good for baby shower presents. If you look at the registry and you know their colors of the bedding. And this one has shells on it, because we live at the beach. Okay, that's that. All right. I'm still on a roll because everything's on my side.
Keep going.
Spinning. Come on, people. Do it. Drop spindle.
Just Joan is a drop spindle girl now.
And Paige. Paige got her little e-spinner, though.
Oh, she did.
There's a new little tiny spinning wheel called the Nano Eel something.
Is that what somebody had in my
Electric Eel
It's like
Nano.
that
Yeah.
big?
Liz Zimmerman has it. And it's a spinner. Oh, here's my mom's hand spun yarn.
That's on a wheel, right?
Yeah,
you don't
it's on a
do drop
wheel.
spindle, right?
Mom only spins on a wheel or a drop spindle. Try it. You may love it. I love it, but I don't do it enough. I won't be spinning until after the holidays. I bought a ton of roving in Rhinebeck, and I just want to spin it, but I don't have time right now. All right. Basket weaving. I love basket weaving. So after Christmas, I'm going down to South Jersey. Popped in there. Don't look at that mistake. I'm going down to South Jersey. There's, a bunch of them popped.
That's another one.
Loser. And I'm going to get basket making supplies because I loved doing this. Awesome. And then another little basket I recently made.
And you learned how to do that on YouTube, this thing.
This I learned on YouTube, Pinterest, YouTube. So this is a raffia basket. It is a yarn bowl. It fits that one's a really big cake because it's hand spun, but a normal cake of yarn fits right in here. I keep it on the desk with me while I'm working at the farm. It's made out of raffia. I get it for $2.99 at our ribbon store close by. I've made a few of them. There's another one here.
Oh, that one's cute. I like that shape.
So you can make it any size and shape you want.
Yeah, you learned on YouTube, right?
And it's all you need is raffia and a tapestry needle. So that's that. Basically,
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Crochet.
Like, where the heck do you learn all this stuff?
YouTube.
YouTube and the
friend.
Facebook group.
Yes.
All right, now we've got some things for you.
Oh, knitting. Learn to knit. Mom.
That's what I want to do.
Mom has learned to crochet and she does her loomy thing, so I did a quick lesson in Rhinebeck. What am I stuck on? Oh, Andee's hook of her pattern is in my sweater.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, got it.
Okay, so knitting, just try it. I don't know, go on YouTube and learn, or take a lesson at a local yarn store.
Find a local
right?
yarn store.
What else do I have on there?
Brioche.
I tried it, didn't like it, but some people absolutely love it. Steeking. So steeking, everyone thinks is so scary, and it's not.
So if you don't want to make a whole sweater and steek a whole sweater, didn't somebody just do the
I
little
think just
mug-
Joan is
just
doing
Joan?
like a little koozie.
A little mug koozie?
So steeking, for those of you that don't know, most do. It's when you do a colorwork sweater or colorwork anything, and
Is it
then
only color work? Or is it any sweater?
you could do anything, but I don't see why. Okay, you could work something in the round and then cut it if you want it to be a cardigan. So yes, mostly it's done with colorwork because it's hard to do colorwork both sides. Anyway, and then
got it.
you reinforce it and then you
It's
cut
like this.
it. You cut it in half. So there's different ways to do it. I am a big fan of the sewing machine.
You can look
But
at
you
our
don't-
Rhinebeck video because I'm cutting this sweater.
She cut this sweater. I still have to put the buttons on. And that is another thing you can do. There's different ways to put buttons on sweaters and so they don't fall off. That might be a new to you, the way you put your buttons on.
Okie dokie.
So I had that. Did we talk about embroidery at all?
Very, very quickly because I said that may be
Your
one.
Nitty and Pie thing, or is that-
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, well, we're sticking on knitting.
Yeah.
This was new to me. I just made this shawl. I showed it last time, I think. There were a couple techniques in here I'd never done. Right here was color work on both sides. I think it was there. Yes. And that was new to me. It's tricky. You have to purl color. And also there's, it's like, I guess, mosaic, but the slip stitch color work. That was new to me. Some of this was new. That's easy to do.
And what's this pattern called?
This is the Malou shawl by
Oh, right.
Tracy.
Skip to Malou.
Gore. Skip to Malou. I love this. She has beautiful patterns. And then also,
Color work.
color work.
Color work's on our list.
This is a color work hat. Color work is pretty easy. You just have to try it. Some people think it's scary to have all those like the two colors in your hands, but it's not.
Now, how about the girlfriend hats? Because you've got following a chart
Girlfriend
and cables,
hats.
right?
I made hats for my sons. We're going so fast.
That's good. Oh,
Okay.
but we're not because we have another video that
Well,
cut
that's
out.
okay.
It cut out when the alarm
So I
went.
made hats for my son's girlfriends for Christmas. I just finished them, so I
Love
thought
that.
I'd show. Try cable. If you've never done a cable before, this is the Jason's cashmere hat. It is free on Ravelry.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, so that's.
If you haven't tried cables.
This is a really easy hat if you haven't tried cables.
And they're
This-
not as scary as you think because I barely know how to knit and I know how to make a cable.
And this one is the February hat. I've made a couple of these. This
Is there a chart to follow on
Yes, this is also a free pattern by Kelborn Woolens. They did a hat per month. I'll have to see what the December one is. It must have just come out. This is for Ella.
So if you've never followed a chart before, that would be a good one for
See?
you. They're
Yeah.
very pretty.
Very easy to do, quick, fun. And also, so I'm still working on my leaves of grass. Put this back on. This is warm. I like this one. It's a
like
pie
that
shawl.
yarn.
So you go from the middle, you work in the middle, and then you go out. So if anyone has been wanting to do this, I'm doing it as a blanket in heavier yarn, but you start in the center.
You've been working on this for a very long time.
Yeah, well, it's been sitting in my bag for a while now.
Maryland. You got the yarn in Maryland.
Got the yarn in Maryland. Yep, in May. And then I'm doing a knitted on edge that goes around. That could be new to you. So once you're
yeah.
done, you work like this way and you pick up as you go. That's all I have done. After Christmas, I'll get back to it. So there's that. And then also,
Any other
since
knitting?
we have Andee, since I was just stuck on it, our sister Andee designs patterns. So if you've been wanting to try to design a pattern,
Design
might be
a pattern.
Good idea to do. So here's one of her sweaters. It's so
That's
soft.
the same yarn that's in your hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is Sierra Yarn Chican.
So this is a simple sweater. She does way more intense things, but if you want to try to design, maybe reach out to other people that design and ask them, you know, how they figure things out and if there's resources they use. There's all those stitch books and all that stuff. I could never do it. I'm not good at math. So I follow people's patterns.
Do you have any more knitting?
I
don't have any more knitting things here. Oh, a garment. Like I did. Make a garment. I had never made one before. I'm like a hat and scarf girl. So make a crocheting socks. That's one of my
knitting socks. Where are
two
your
at a time.
socks?
Try two at a time.
I don't like making any of them.
Well, make them two at a time.
sock? Wait, is it still over here?
She keeps showing me my Christmas present.
Well, you already know what it is. Okay, so all right,
Don't be
knitting.
surprised.
Okay, knitting socks.
I do love my socks.
It's like little sleeve islands, and you have to do 2 of them. And you don't have to pay attention. You gotta pay attention. Anyway, it's almost done. But I have made enough now to know what I like to wear as far as like heels and toes. So there's different ways of maybe making your sock.
Yeah, try a different heel.
So try a different heel, try a different toe, do the tube, cut it out, do the heel. There's all different ways to...
Afterthought? Is that the
Afterthought heel.
The Kitchener or something?
Oh, I hate Kitchener. It's terrible. But I did it right on yours. You're lucky. You're almost done.
Toe up. Cuff down.
I'm doing cuff
right?
down.
There's different ways
and
you can do
I think
them.
I'm going to have enough yarn.
Oh, good. You could have
If not,
waited
you're going to
at my
have
house.
half a color sock.
Make a garment, design, got those. All right, our mom, the Peanut Gallery, said she wants to try to follow a pattern without help.
Without you sitting next to her.
Because she's getting really good at crocheting, but I have to, she's like, ooh, is this right? What does this say? I don't understand it. So that's something you can do. Try.
Gonna be a challenge.
Try a
Does
pattern.
that mean you can't call Liz and say, what
Without
do I do?
help.
Without help.
Dyeing yarn. If you've ever thought about dyeing yarn, there's like a zillion ways to do it. This is all hand dyed here at the farm that I do. This is speckled. This one's speckled too, but it's a different speckling technique, so it gives me like a watercolor look. And then this one too is dyeing and then speckling. So you've got that. Let's see. Printing on fabric. So these are stamps that I carve and then I print them on I get pre-made little canvas bags because I don't sew, and I do block printing on bags.
What do you use to make carve your things?
Speedball rubber. You can get it at most of the big craft stores, and a speedball linoleum cutter. And I draw it out and then I carve it. And remember, what you carve away will not show up. You have to leave. You know what I mean? It's like relief print. So you have to leave what you want. A little bee, a little paca. Try that. Make project bags. That goes in with sewing. You could sew one. You could print one.
Here, let's talk about, since you're talking about project bags.
Printing on fabric. Yep.
Embroidery.
Embroidery.
I love to embroider, and I tend to do it more in the summer than the winter. This is a drop cloth. I think it's her Paisley sampler. She has a whole bunch that you can buy, and it's already drawn on, and then you just have to do it. I took her online class, I think, I don't know what it is now. Now it's that new thing.
It was Craftsy.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's
Now it's Blueprint.
But I don't know if you can just buy a class anymore. I think you have to have like a monthly subscription now for
Oh,
Blueprint.
well, back in the day. So I had this, and I just did it and didn't know what to do with it. And we were knitting one day here, and Seashore Sharon said, give me that embroidery. I'll do something with it. And I said, okay. And she made me a bag.
I
so
love it.
It's on a project bag. So you could do that, embroider, and then sew it. And did you see what they call her now? The fairy
Seashore
god.
Sharon?
She's the knitting fairy godmother.
She is.
She really is.
She is.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I think Allison called her that yesterday. That's
Thrummed mittens. So we don't make these, but we sell them.
These are ridiculous.
So see how fat it is? So I'm just going to turn it inside out. So they're full of the stuff from the colors on the
So
outside.
warm.
And they're like crazy puffy. So they're great like if you're just taking a walk and it's
Not
crazy
using
cold
your
out. You're not
phone.
using your hand. They're very big. But
Football
beyond
games.
warm.
You can't really clap.
So thrummed mittens could be a technique you try.
Carrie said they were teaching that at her knitting retreat
Yes.
she just went to.
Dorset buttons I have on here. I don't think I have any here,
No, I have some at home.
but
You can look it up.
you could look up Dorset buttons. The ankle loom is another type of weaving.
The what?
Ankle loom. It's a really small loom to make straps. It's great for guitar straps or camera straps or a strap on a bag. So if you've made a bag and you don't know what kind of strap, try the ankle loom. And I believe you can make them pretty easily on your own. The girls in the guild use
You can
them.
make the loom on
You
its
can make the
own?
loom. Yeah.
Oh.
Thrummed mittens. That's our list. I'm sure there's a million other things you could try.
There are a million other things.
But try it. If you've never worked in the round, if you've only ever knit flat, try a hat.
If you've only ever made that horrible first scarf or washcloth.
That Swiss cheese scarf.
Oh, my first scarves were so bad. Someone asked me today, how long have you been knitting? And I figured it out. It's when Garrett was 3, so he's 15. And I said how bad I was in the beginning. Like, horrible. But then you get it. You figure it out. And that's part
and it
of
takes
it.
time.
It takes time. You just keep
Practice,
trying.
practice.
And hopefully you have friends nearby that can help you when you mess up.
And I'm the kind of person who makes the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
And I'm
'cause
the
it's really
opposite.
easy. And she likes to do, oh, Harper farted. Dog fart.
Harper, say you're sorry.
Harper, say excuse
Ew.
me.
He's like, what'd I do? He's giving us a
Ew.
look like, what? What'd I do?
Good thing there's not smell-o-vision. All right, what else? I don't know. That's our list. So hopefully...
Oh.
Wait. It's really icky.
It went to you first.
It's really icky.
He's like, what?
It's really bad.
Oh my gosh.
You want to show the
I can't. Well, we'll see. Anyway, do I have him in there?
Harper, say
Harper.
what? What?
Harper, what I
Hopefully you can see him.
Oh.
It's just a big chocolate lamp. My eyes burn.
Could quilting be a thing?
Yes, for sure. Fabric and fiber. Okay, let's do that.
And suggestions
Fabric and
so
fiber.
People can think of more stuff.
Yeah, if you have ideas or if you know what you want to make, post it. Comment.
Rag rug.
Oh, a rag rug.
That's how you started.
I learned to crochet making a rag rug in high school.
What
Yes.
about your dryer balls?
Dryer balls.
That's felting.
That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about felting. All right.
You know felting.
All right. So you got a lot of ideas, people.
Get
Get
making.
excited.
Yeah,
And
so
remember that you don't have to finish it.
And
you
You
don't have to
know,
finish
the
it.
grand
Just
prize
try.
You don't have isn't
No.
over.
No.
Isn't
Grand
about
prize.
How good or anything.
Nope. Grand
it
prize.
doesn't,
is
it doesn't
random.
matter how nice your picture is. It doesn't matter how it looks.
Don't be
It's just a
intimidated. Just
random-
try
Just do it. You know, like people have fancy Instagram pictures. Don't
No.
worry about it. Just post it. Post multiple times. You can post as many times as you want.
If they're bad, it's even better.
Show it as you're making it. We want to see every part of it.
Yeah.
Okay?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. And try more than one thing. Why not? All right. So January 1st, get ready. New Year's Day. We will not be trying January 1st.
We eat our face off.
We eat a year's worth of food in 24 hours. Pork.
Lots of
Pork
pork
products.
products.
Fresh ham, bacon, sausage. I
good.
can't
Cheese.
wait. Cheese. So much cheese. The diet goes right out the window.
It's at Mom's house this year.
All right.
Ah!
Cheers. I'm empty. It's time to go.
Cheers,
Good luck.
everybody.
Let
Have
us know
fun
what you want to
making.
do. And don't forget to comment with an idea for our friends who are going to start a podcast. Ideas for names. Go back to the beginning. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.